I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Greetings and welcome back, champions. Thank you for joining us on Campione Reacts. For today, we are going to talk about ladies not needing a man. And so, guess what? We need some ladies so we can talk about that. And I happen to have two amazing ladies with me today in the lovely Steph from My Nerdy Home. How you doing, Steph?
I'm doing good. I'm ready to talk about how women don't need no man.
They don't need no man. I don't know. Jo Rosie, right down here from the real Jo Rosie. She's joining us. Do you think men are needed or not needed? What do you think?
I personally do. I'm a big fan.
Okay, fair enough. I'm not going to argue. As a man, thanks. I'm glad to be appreciated. Speaking of being appreciated, let's see if women do or don't need no man.
Excuse me, do you need some help?
No, I'm good.
You sure I can call my husband over here for you to help you?
I don't need a man.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say my husband. My neighbor always, my neighbor always struggling with her trash. Stupid stuff. What's wrong with her? Man, are you sure you didn't need any help?
I said I'm good, nosy.
Okay. Should I was gonna say my husband like I said.
Your husband was already here.
What?
Whoa, little pepper at the end there. That's wild. What do you think, Jo?
I am what I would probably call a traditionalist. I was raised by I'm first generation an immigrant from, third world country, Hispanic, and I was raised with traditional male women roles. I have great examples in my household, my dad and my mom. And I just feel like it's very like taboo to talk about this, or now with all this, like, oh, well, you're not a feminist, but it's like, I'm sorry if there is something that I can't reach, or I need help with this too heavy, or the sense of needing someone to protect me, even though, I'm surely fully capable of protecting myself in most situations, but it's nice to have that sense of security and that sense of protection. And women also have their roles, and we provide for men as well. So there's nothing wrong with wanting to have that yin and yang in your life of someone in your life to help out when times get tough.
Yeah, and indeed. And Steph, any reaction you have to that clip?
That she probably does need a man because she's doing the trash wrong. That bin looked completely full and she's bringing it inside. She hasn't waited for trash pickup. So she probably does need, some sort of male figure to help her figure out that, the trash hasn't been picked up yet. Don't pull it up on the curb or don't pull it up to your driveway just yet. But I will say that I completely agree with Jo. I also grew up in a Mexican household, very traditional male and female roles. And I had a very strong representation of that in my house growing up. The man is the head of the household, and women had did their roles in the house as well. So I think that the whole idea of I don't need no man, I can be completely independent on my own, it's fine if you want to do that, but being realistic, it is somebody that you do need in your life, especially if you are pursuing a family. You can't really do that on your own. So I think that the idea of I don't need no man is completely ridiculous. It's just some feminist idea that they put out there that women are capable, could do everything on their own. And while, you might want to buy into that idea, that's not necessarily true if you're living in reality. So I think that's kind of dumb. And that that whole video is so funny. I just kept thinking, like, you're doing trash wrong. I think you need a man.
Yeah, or at least a little guidance when it comes to, maybe bring the bin up, put the garbage in it, and then take the bin back down to the curb, since, as she pointed out, not been picked up yet. But look, that's just the beginning of why, you don't need no man, which I think is pretty ridiculous, but away we go.
No, anytime I hear a woman saying that they don't need a man, I keep quiet because I need mine.
Yeah. And, well, I'm curious, Steph, what do you think about that lady's perspective?
I think it's hilarious. She's absolutely right. It's like, okay, sure, you don't need no man yet until you do. Um, I think that like when you're in a relationship, you certainly see the value in men. But if you're gonna go into the relationship with that idea of I don't really need you, you're just here because I want you here for now, then you're never going to respect men and you're never going to value what they bring to a relationship. So yeah, I like her video. It's short, it's sweet. She's just laughing at those women who don't live in reality.
Yeah, well, I'm laughing at him too, and I don't know, probably the rest of the audience is as well. But what do you think, Joe?
I also agree. And it's not just, I'd say, the physical differences or the role differences. I think that also there's something to be said about the need of the human connection, just being able to hug someone or share your life with someone and have those emotional needs met is also very important. So I don't understand women who are just proactively being like, I'm good, I don't need a man, I'm not going to pursue a relationship. Same thing with men. I've seen also men say they're not going to pursue relationships and they're just happy single. I'd beg to differ. You're probably not. You're just coping.
Yeah, I do believe that there's an awful lot of cope in today's society. And I think that, when you're saying these things, it's reactionary because you haven't been successful at whatever your pursuit might have been, when, women, whatever. Um, I feel like we're seeing a lot of that coping mechanism because people are so self-centered now. I think that we're dealing with an awful lot of narcissism and selfishness, and just an inability to see outside of your own little myopic world. And I think that's bad for society. I think probably most of our audience would as well. So hopefully we help provide a remedy, at least here on this channel. And finally, let's get into this last one, which I think is going to resonate home. And mind you, there are more of these to come. The "don't need no man" conversation has been going on the internet now for the better part of couple 3 years, and we're going to get more of these clips down the way. So another playlist coming up.
Hey guys, just wanted to announce that I simply will not be doing it with men anymore. Dating them, looking at them, or even pretending they exist. And I am unfortunately heterosexual, so that limits my options to about 0, but I would rather die alone than get my heart broken one more time by somebody with one singular brain cell.
Yikes. That's a little harsh. At least I think so. Joe?
Well, she seems awful young to be condemning herself to a lifetime of solitude and lovelessness and no family. So that's a very extreme take. I think that this is a very common thing that I've been seeing online. People just kind of giving up or just, I don't know, thinking that they'll be fine on their own. There's going to come a point when she is not only, she looks like she's 21, 22. Give her another 10 years and she's going to be regretting those decisions.
Yeah, I think that's true. But Steph, where are you at?
I agree. I think she will regret it later. But I think that she is one of those people that's just like, oh, they were right. All of the women who hate men were right, based on whatever she experienced that caused her to, put this little outburst out on TikTok. But she's buying into that. Yes, all men are evil, all men are bad, all men are trash. So I'm just not going to deal with them anymore, even if that means that I end up alone with a bunch of cats later on down the line. Like, it doesn't matter. Nobody is right for me anymore. I'm just going to give up altogether. It's an extreme position for her to take. And, just because she had that one experience doesn't mean she has to close herself off. It's one bad experience. We all go through them. We all have those bad experiences. And, we get through it and we move on with our lives. And for her to stew in her anger about this one experience that she might have had and close herself off forever, either she's doing men a favor by doing that, or she's losing out on amazing life experiences, or both.
Wow, losing out on amazing life experiences. That's pretty harsh. And you got to feel bad for people who put themselves in this box, because nobody else is doing it. They're voluntarily taking themselves out of, society, which will only bring them loneliness. I don't imagine it'll be any better than that. But what I do imagine is that you guys have great things going on your channel. Jo Rosie, tell everybody what you do, where you're from.
Yeah, you can find me on Real Jo Rosie on YouTube and Twitter. Basically just focusing on pop culture, gaming, and politics. So come check me out.
And the great My Nerdy Home, Steph. Tell everybody who you are, where you're from, and what you do.
You can check me out, My Nerdy Home, everywhere, including TikTok. And I usually do gaming streams, live streams, and talk about pop culture.
And you can find both those ladies down in the description below as well, where the links are easily there for you. Not only probably the fact that you saw them very early on in the top, on the flags across the top. On that note, as we always say, for Campione Reacts, we're out.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, think real hard about what you wanna be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up.